Hi, this is Peggy Clary, one of the estate planning attorneys at Clary Law Offices. And today's video blog is really about politics, but it asks the question of, is your family like RFK Jr.'s family? And if it is, do not worry, there is a plan to help with that. And what prompted me to do this video blog today was an article I ran across announcing RFK Jr. is now announced his candidacy as president, but running as an independent. And it had all the typical stuff of politics, here's his supporters. But what struck me, and I'll hold it up so you can see it, about this article is what his own family said about his candidacy. 4 of his 8 living siblings issued a statement Monday calling Kennedy's Jr. independent presidential bid against Biden, quote, dangerous to our country. They went on and shared their concern and ended their response to his candidacy with, today's announcement is deeply saddening for us. We denounce his candidacy and believe it to be perilous for our country. And they end the quote. When I first read this, I thought, wow, this is almost every contested probate case I deal with, because the response of the family is this shouldn't be, and then probate litigation ensues. So I thought I'd give just 3 easy tips that if your family is like RFK Jr.'s family and they're attacking, in this case, the will for us, things that can help you get through that. Number 1 is the person making your will or your trust. Knowledge is power. I'm just guessing that at Christmas dinner at this household, there's probably already knowledge that some of the family does not approve of the decision by RFK Jr. to run. Do not be afraid to plan around people who may not be your cheerleader in your will. It's not going to change. So don't say, well, if I just make everybody a beneficiary, there won't be any argument. Knowledge is power, and some of RFK's family obviously feels this is a terrible end-of-the-world decision. 2, move forward with making your plan. Do not be fearful. If you look at the picture of RFK, and hopefully you can see it on the video, this is a man standing at the podium with his finger pointing, talking about running as an independent. I don't think he really cares that 4 of his living siblings don't think he should do this and he's a danger to the country. But he wasn't fearful. No matter what you think, he didn't sit there and say, well, maybe I should do something else. So if you have a disruptor in your family who may challenge your plan, don't be afraid. Do the steps you need to do while you're living to protect the interest. And the final step that I really liked about this article and this candidacy that you can learn a lot in estate planning was use the tools available. So when you have maybe a disruptor in your family who's not going to be supportive of your estate plan, you can use tools like revocable trust and payable on death beneficiary. All of those ways are effective means to pass wealth that are confidential and no one is able to see what you've done. So in this case, you know, while you're here, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has portrayed himself as, I'm not afraid to go against the establishment. I'm an independent. And that even includes 4 of his living family members believing that his running for president is perilous for our country. So by embracing and planning for the very thing, the hurtful thing his family said, he is further putting forth his image and his logo of being this independent. Now, many of you know who watch this blog, we don't really get into red team, blue team, but what we care about is making wills. But certainly it was refreshing to see that even a nationally known family of the Kennedys can have some discord and strife, and that we can learn from that as just regular people of how to make a plan that's both effective. Here's hoping the Kennedy Christmas dinner is full of joy and happiness, but certainly I learned a lot today about using good planning, not being afraid, and embracing challenging times so what you want to have happen happens at your death. Thanks again.